Yo, what up, you guys? Bacardi here, and today we're going to be checking out an album that I've put off forever. But after watching, two of the members on Knowing Bros, I was like, yo, it's time to sit my ass down and start to get to know Billlie. Yes, so today we're going to be checking out their debut EP, The Billage of Perception, Chapter 1. Yes, an album that came out, November last year, and something that I said I would listen to at least on my own time, if not do a reaction. I have not listened to it since then. So today, we're going to be checking out the album, at least the B-sides, because we heard Ring, Next Ring. Yeah, so I did do a reaction to, Moon Sua and Suki on Knowing Bros, along with Chaewon and Sakura. And yeah, one thing that was immediately clear after I was done with that episode, I was like, holy shit, they're both super talented. Suki is just an incredible dancer. And I was like, even just like seeing their personality, I was like, listen, man, they seem really cool. I've enjoyed, the music that I've heard so far. I know they have like a new comeback out, and I'm like, yo, it is time to stop being behind and to, listen and just catch up, So I do want to go in order, even though I probably will check out their latest title track soon. Yeah, I definitely just wanted to listen to the album. So yeah, we have 5 B-side tracks. I mean, don't really know what to expect, and that's kind of how I wanted to go and just sort of experience the music. Just completely new and without any idea of what it sounds like. So yeah, I figure let's just get straight into it with flipping a coin. Also, I know there's a performance video, but I kind of want lyrics, It's shit though. His chorus. The sound effects. I'm sure there's like lines in there relating to like their story or whatever. I can see why they would do a performance of this one. Woo-hoo. Okay. Well, goddamn. that is a powerful B-side to start off your album. Yeah. Like I said, it makes sense why they have, a performance video for this song. The beat, the energy, particularly again in the chorus, just hits, man. Yeah, it sounds like some dirty club sort of beat. The little sound effects in there, I really enjoyed those. I kind of have to keep going back to the chorus. I don't know what it is, but I just like how it sounds and sort of how it goes. I think from the moment, who is it? Haruna she says like, oh, by the way, and he goes, Sugi, do you want to checkmate? Don't mind. I'm gonna celebrate. Just that whole part and just how that sounds, I really like that. It seems like something that's probably gonna get stuck in my head, man. But yeah, this was the first time kind of seeing like, okay, this is you, and seeing like, obviously I know Moonsua now and Suki now, even though I feel like my introduction to her was like an hour ago. But yeah, her voice definitely stands out. Again, I think even when she just talks, it stands out. But getting to hear it here, it stands out. But yeah, I just sort of like how they go back and forth. And I've already been a fan of Sua's because of how good she was in Ginga Minga. So that's something I'm obviously really excited to hear more of in the albums. But everyone else sounded great, I think. But this song in particular, it's this instrumental and just the chorus, and I'm pretty sure the performance that's like the best part of enjoying it, And yeah, I think just as a song, it's great, obviously. But yeah, I can just picture like them giving a great performance with this and really capturing the energy that's in the song here. And I love the energy. Again, I just love kind of how non-stop it is. And it does slow down at some points, but for the most part, it just keeps this energy up, and I really enjoy it, man. Yeah, really good way to start off, the album as far as the B-sides. I enjoy this one a lot. Alright, next song, Flowerld. Now, there was another video before this one that said our first fan song, so I'm guessing that's what this is. Let's go. Oh yeah. Slowing it down. First off, you can rap that well, and then you sing that well. Production on this.
수줍게 인사해 널 아직은 잘 모르지만 우리가 피운 꽃으로 만나 언제나 하나의 세계에 연결되어 걸음마다 꽃들을 피워 향기로 가득
this girl.
물들어 너와 나 Forever in the flower 꽃들로 이어져 있는 우리들의 세계 뜨거운 마음이 끝없이 펼쳐진 스타일 다시 만들어 나갈 flower
Let's go. All right, listen. I am so grateful that I heard that song. Because for the most part, all I've heard from them so far is their title tracks, right? And of course, now flipping a coin. And all those songs are really high energy, you know. They definitely feel like songs that are meant to be performed, you know, that have choreo with them, and yeah, they're all like, you know, kind of intense or upbeat. This is the first song that I'm hearing where, again, slowed down, and the production again just sounds beautiful. It sounds like an OST track. But more than that, it just simply sounds beautiful. That's all. That's the only way I want to put it, you know. Man, is it soothing. But obviously, the big highlight for me is getting to hear all of them sing. You know, not saying they weren't singing before, but to just, like, you know, hear all of them singing in this way on this production. Moonsua, for example, all I've heard is her really rap. So getting to hear her sing here, I was like, oh, well, there you go. You know, showcasing, you know, just how talented you really are. Suki, sounding great on here. I mentioned in the Knowing Bros reaction, and I think, you know, this is something other people probably feel as well, is that when you hear her talk, she sounds like Sana. She really does. But when I hear her sing here, she doesn't really sound like Sana. She sounds, you know, like her own, like, individual self. I don't know if that was, like, a good way to put it, but yeah, you know, like, I'm not hearing her and thinking Sana, you know? Maybe when she talks and just in interviews and variety shows, yeah, maybe my head goes there. But hearing her here, I'm like, oh, you know, your voice is your own when you sing. And she sounds great, man. Really like her here. As far as the other members who really stood out, all of them sounded great. But I definitely have to point out, is it Haram? Yeah. Wow. Is she like main or lead vocalist? Because goddamn, she was just on fire. Her, Suhyun, they were killing it. Haruna and Shion, they're great. But man, to me, the two members who stood out were definitely Haram and Suhyun. Because, man, they sounded amazing. They were hitting just like notes where I was like, woo, you know? And man, but that's not taking anything away from the other members, because this is a song where the whole team shines and they really come together. Again, this being a fan song, wow, talk about a beautiful fan song, you know? Yeah, just a beautiful piece of work, man. And they sounded amazing on it. Just really, really well done from them. Loved it. Loved everything about it. Production, them, just message, lyrics, all that. This is a beautiful song. And honestly, one of the best pieces of music I've heard from them so far. At least for me. And what I like. I really, really like this. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Alright, next up, the 11th day. Let's go.
잊어왔던 기억 사이 희미했던 gloomy day 작게 남은 짧은 파편 왠지 좀 달라서 그날은 혹시나 또 그랬냐고 너의 표정만 봐도
Starting off
왠지
right.
알 것 같은 느낌 마치 같은 걸 본 듯한 순간이야 Can we know 대체 무슨 일인지 깊어가는 의문 속에 이어지는 긴긴 talking What you think 대체 무얼 봤는지 잠깐 지금 it's so creepy 떠오르지 그날 일이 희산한 이들이 일어났지 쏟아진 보랏빛이 소름이 끼치게 어디론가 high
Got scratching in there. Let's go.
계속 보내본 기억들이 가리키는 시비를 입을 닫아 secret 어디론가 hide 먼지가 섞인 색감이었지 꿈을 같은 걸까 it's the real yeah it's kinda weird 넌 알고 있잖아 다 봤으니까 아무래도 놓쳤던 게 있는 걸 믿기 힘든 상황이 지가름 beside
Her voice just fits rapping, bro.
잠깐 지금이 so creepy 데려가지 그날 속에 희산한 이들이 일어났지 쏟아진 보랏빛이 소름이 끼치게 확 끼쳐 어디론가 high 어디론가 high 안개 속 보내본 기억들이 가리키는 시비리 입을 닫아 secret 어디론가 high yeah 아무리 떠올려도 희미한 그날 아무도 없었던 것처럼 잡힐 듯 잡히지 않는 다시 돌아가는 여기 대체 그게 어딜까 무뎌지는 그 움직임 아직 답을 몰라 머린 아직도 하얘 너와 날 데려간 공간들이 아득히 느껴지지 소름이 끼치게 너 역시도 high 안개 속 꺼내본 기억 가리키는 시비 입을 닫아 secret 어디론가 high 어디론가
Scratching though, I love it. Wow. It's so dope. Go. Listen. This is why I need to listen to B-sides, bro. I be putting these things off way too long, man. Because they just be too good, and then here I am, like, months later from when this came out, damn near a year later, and I'm sitting here like, wow, this is really good, you know? And it's like, people are going to be like, yeah, you should have been there from the beginning. But I'm here now. Wow. Love that song. Love the production in particular. Like, man. That gave me like underground hip hop vibes a little bit. Of course, the scratching and everything, but just the mellow beat was so good. And how they sung on it. Great. Like, this is one of those songs where it's kind of rare to hear girl groups do stuff like this. Admit, I'm not the biggest, like, you know, K-pop person that I know, like, you know, what every girl group is doing as far as their music and their, you know, production and everything. But it does feel like, you know, I don't hear a lot of other girl groups do something like this or sing on a production like this. But I absolutely love it. And the fact that they did it. This was a song where Shiyun really stood out to me. Really liked her on this song. Really liked Sua, of course. Again, I think I mentioned she has a great singing voice, but when she raps, it works, and I think that's because of her voice. I don't know if if the company was like, listen, your voice would be really good at just rapping, and they had her develop her skills because of that, or if she decided on it or whatever. But however they came to that decision, it's like, y'all made a great decision, because she just fits whenever she raps. Something like this, it's way more mellow and chilled out compared to something on like their title tracks, but again, she sounds great on here. All the other members sounded great. Again, I mentioned Harum. And is it just me, or is Haruna, I'm even kind of going through it, doesn't seem like she gets that many lines. And even if she does, they're more sort of ad-libs. And I know this is their first album, so maybe they were still, having her kind of work, and just not giving her as many lines, because they're like, you'll get there eventually. But it definitely stood out here. I guess we'll see in future albums if that's still the case. But just overall as a song, so good. Again, very different from everything I've heard from them so far, in the best possible way. Loved it. Again, production's so dope, and the fact that they sung and performed and even rapped so well on it, it's just like, it's a credit to them. And it makes it that much better that I don't really hear a ton of girl groups do stuff like this. So it was really cool to hear, man. Yeah, loved it. Next song, Everybody's Got a Secret. Let's go. Really? That intro's dope. This is just starting off totally right. Sample for it, huh? How they're using it. What was that? on fire. They keeping this up. That was insane. That was so good. That was just nuts. Now, I don't even know what that song is called. I just know I've heard it so many times that I'm like, you know, it plays and I immediately recognize it. Even though I don't know, again, the name, you know, the person who made it. But still, hearing it here in the beginning, I was like, oh, you know, it's one of those moments. But then, like, it does that, like, dark sort of, like, fade. And, yeah, how they continue to use it throughout the song was just so cool and so unique and different. Like, again, I mentioned in the previous song that a lot of girl groups don't do songs like that. I think in general we don't hear that much music like this in K-pop. To sample that in this way was just super cool, man. And it gave this song this feeling, which I think that's what they were going for, you know? Talking about everybody's got a secret and, like, you know, I'm trying to go back to the line, like, that nobody knows like a dream. If you catch sight of the secret hidden in the black, what could I do? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's dangerous. When a secret is a secret, it's worth it. Like, I like that line. When a secret is a secret, it's worth it. I don't know why, but that line stands out and I really like it. Once again, Shiun really standing out for me on this song. Haruna, not that many lines once again. Kind of just doing ad-libs almost. But still, the time she was there, it was cool. But yeah, bro, like, Harem, she was great on here. And again, it's how they're singing it and the production. It's like, yo, this song just evokes this, like, feeling. But it also just has this, like, it has this, like, chill kind of factor to it too. It's really unique. It's really interesting. And I love it for that, man. Like, one thing I'm noticing, and we have one more song left, is that the B-sides, honestly, I'm enjoying all of them more than the title track. I'll just be honest right now. They're interesting, they're unique, and yeah, they're really capturing my attention. I'll put it that way. I'm really loving what they're doing here. Yeah, and this song is just, add this to the list of, like, one of my favorite songs I've heard from them. It's so good. It's so interesting, so unique. They sound so good on it. The melody and everything, the lyrics, and can't stress enough, the production is so on point, man. Yeah, like, this is their debut EP and they're doing really, really interesting stuff here, and I just gotta applaud them for that, you know, just well done. This song being a prime example, man. Absolutely love this song. Really well done. Alright, last song, The Rumor. Let's go.
Have you heard about Billlie?
Oh, we gonna end on high energy? Let's go.
Whatchamacallit? What's up? Forgot her name was. What's up? Did I talk about her soul? Billlie. About a friendship? Messed up. Did you know her? Who didn't? You swear it. What for? We heard it all. Billlie. 모두들 아는 게 참 이것저것 많아. 얇고 쉽고 넓게. Yeah.
That beginning was dope.
That's her. Na 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 for real. Na 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 na. That's her. Na na
yeah.
여길 떠났나 봐봤지? That's her, that's her. 아니면 말했겠지 왜 숨겠어 억울했다면 왜 참겠어 Maybe she ran away, maybe she did That's her, that's her. 그녀의 TMI는 끊이지가 않아 할 얘기가 많아 Yeah 이렇게 걱정하는 사람들이 많아 잘 알지 못해도 Get it You don't need to be surprised Yeah that's right or may not What doesn't matter 뭐가 됐든 Anyway 그래서 어때 맘에 들어 아니면 어쩔 수 없지 뭐 That's her 나나나나
To this?
나나나나 That's her 나나나나 Don't tell 약속 That's her 나나나나
That's so perfect.
나나나나 아니 뭐 나나나나 Don't mind Sorry 안녕하세요 나는 빌리래요 눈뜨니 그렇게 됐어요 이름은 중요하지 않잖아 날 그냥 믿어줄 순 없었나요 내 말을 들어준 적 있었나요 나보다 날 잘 알던 그대 That's her 나나나나 For real 나나나나 That's her 나나나나 Don't tell 약속 That's her 나나나나 For real 나나나나 아니 뭐 나나나나 말고 Sorry 안녕하세요 나는 빌리래요 모두가 그렇다면 그래 나나나나 날 좀 더 바라볼 순 없었나요 그래서 내 이름이 뭐라고 나나나나 Yeah that's Billie
God damn. God damn. This was so good. This song was so good. But I'm talking about the overall album. So good. Let me talk about this song. First, I love the opening. Where it's literally them talking, like going back and forth, you know, talking about Billlie. And this song definitely, for me at least, lets me know more about who Billlie is, I guess. Yeah, and of course, with it being titled The Rumor and, you know, got something, all that. Yeah, definitely paints more of a picture as far as, I guess, what their, you know, fictional storyline is about. But just as a song, man, love the energy, love the rap line. I think the rap line is great on here. They definitely just stand out. Like Sua and Shion, they killed it. They killed it. Yeah, production was great. Yeah, and overall, just a really good way to like end the album. Like usually you would probably, you know, go for something slower, but I like what they did. I like how they started off strong, ended off, you know, strong on this high energy note. This one definitely on the more fun side. Oh, and we have to mention Suki's Yaksa. Like, yo, her voice, she just sounds cute. She really does. So that, like, I don't know how it's aged since it came out, but that just feels like something that people would immediately gravitate towards and just be like, okay, this is now iconic, you know? Just her saying that, yeah, it's like, yo, we're going to run with this, you know? And it's going to be one of those things of just like, that the fandom's going to love forever. Yeah, overall, song's great. Again, love the production on it. Love rap line on it. And just the back and forth like talk that they have, and yeah, literally just everything. And great choice to like end the album, you know. Okay. Overall on the album. Whew. Yo. This is your debut album? Like, come on. This is one of those debut albums where you're like, well, goddamn. Came out strong. Came out strong. Now, I still stand by, what I said, where I feel like I enjoy every B-side more than the title track. And that's not saying the title track is bad. But if you were like, you know, what would you listen to the most? I would probably pick every B-side above Ring Ring. That's just me, you know. And it has been a while since I heard that song, so maybe I need to listen to it again. And maybe because these are so fresh in my mind, and they just impress me so much right now. But I absolutely love the B-sides on this album. They're great. They're all so good. There's a little bit of everything, you know, as far as sound in here. You know, we got Flowered, the slow song, really vocal heavy. The 11th Day, just that chill sort of like, you know, hip hop vibe, and they sound great on that. Everybody's Got a Secret is that one really just like unique and interesting song. Flipping a Coin, Ring Ring, and even I guess The Rumor a little bit definitely feel like, you know, the more upbeat pop songs that they perform. But The Rumor definitely in its lyrics, I think, is telling a bit more of the story of the group, you know, and their storyline. So that definitely, I think, isn't something they would perform, but it definitely has like this upbeat tempo that you can really enjoy with lyrics that you definitely want to pay attention to. Yeah, Ring Ring and Flipping a Coin are definitely, of course, like the performance ones, you know. But man, just the album as a whole is so good. It's so, do I want to say different? It's really interesting. I'll just put it that way. It does sort of remind me a bit of like Red Velvet, which, by the way, for me is a huge compliment. I'm literally comparing your album to like my favorite girl group, you know. But it did give me like hints of that. They gave me hints of that. And yeah, it's like just the music itself is really good. And I'm so glad that I listened to it, you know? I said I would, but I felt like I was just putting it off for so long to finally do this reaction. And now finally listening to it, I'm like, holy snaps, you know? This is so good. Yeah, I'm absolutely just in love with the music. If I had to pick a top 3, it's probably that middle portion of the album. I mean, I could order them, but it's kind of in no order. I'll put Flowered number 1, The 11th Day number 2, and Everybody's Got a Secret number 3. And that could change based off mood, you know, but Flowered is just such a beautiful song. I absolutely love it. And to me so far, it's like their most beautiful piece of work, and they just did it so well that I'm just absolutely in love with it, you know, and just how everyone sounded on that. 11th Day, probably the song that I'll go to the most as far as what I'm going to listen to. That and maybe The Rumor, or Flipping a Coin. And then Everybody's Got a Secret. It's definitely up there just because of, like, you know, how interesting it is. And I think that's another one where I'm going to be listening to it a lot just because of, again, how good the production is and just how unique it sounds. And I think it sounds great. I don't want to keep saying I love it because it's unique. I love it because it's unique and it sounds good too, you know? So, yeah. But, hey, man, everything on this album was great, you know? It was really great to, like, hear the other members and kind of know, like, okay, you know, this is this person, this is this person, and kind of get to know their, I guess, positions a little bit in the group, just in the music. And yeah, I think they're all really talented. And yeah, you clearly can hear it, man. Like, yeah, I don't know, you know, what the other albums are going to sound like, but just this, if if I heard this back when it first came out, I would be so just impressed and excited for what's next. And that's how I am, you know. I'm excited for these next two EPs. Because, yeah, if this is just any taste of what's to come, man, nothing but good things ahead, you know. And, of course, they're going to get a new member and someone who I absolutely love. And we'll get into her, you know, in the next album. But, yeah, this was really great, man. It's a great piece of work. Yeah, really started off strong. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I don't know, like, you know, how well it did, but I just hope, you know, they started off strong. I think they're doing pretty well right now. I don't know, but I guess I'll see. But yeah, they definitely presented something very different in K-pop that I'm always welcoming. Yeah, so hopefully they keep this up in these next two albums, man. Yeah, just really good, man. Really good. Can't wait to check out the next one. All right, that'll do it for this reaction, guys. Hope you enjoyed as always. Peace, love. Have a blessed day. See you next time.